It's October 11th, 2082. An astronaut named Alex Brooks and his team are on a secret mission in space to explore an exoplanet to see if it is habitable. The Earth has been rotting for decades, and humanity has given up to save their planet. People fear that soon it will no longer be habitable due to a lack of resources, overpopulation, ongoing wars, and climate change. Alex Brooks is a veteran astronaut with a background in astrobiology. He was chosen to lead this mission because of his expertise and leadership qualities. Sophie Bourne is an engineer and pilot. Michael Frost, a geologist and exoplanet specialist, was tasked with analyzing the planet's surface to assess its suitability for human colonization. These three humans can save the future of humanity. The mission that Alex and his team members were sent on was extremely secretive. No one except a few high-ranking individuals, including the president, knew about the mission. The official name of the operation was Operation Polygon. The target of their mission was exoplanet MK56, a distant world that had been quietly monitored by American space agencies for over a decade. This exoplanet, located in a neighboring star system, exhibited potential signs of habitability, including an atmosphere and possible water sources, as revealed by remote spectroscopic analysis. The details of MK56, however, were kept under strict confidentiality and classified at the highest level due to the sensitive nature of the findings and the potential for geopolitical tensions, should the planet prove habitable. The team traveled with the latest spacecraft that goes by the name Elevian 4. It was equipped with the latest propulsion technology for the fastest travel speeds, yet the trip still took months. During this time, the crew lived in close quarters, their lives meticulously regulated by the ship's life support systems and the rigorous schedule set by a mission control back on Earth. They also had the most expensive equipment and the most cutting-edge technology. The interior alone is estimated to be worth more than $295 million. It's been 2 months and 16 days since their spacecraft launched. They are on the perfect track to reach MK56 within the next hour. The mood of the Elevian 4 is tense. The team members all have the same thing in mind: getting to MK56 without any incidents. They have to fly through an asteroid field to reach the exoplanet, and the field could arrive any time now. Alex looks outside and sees the first meteors. One asteroid can destroy the whole mission and potentially leave them floating through space for eternity. The team was extremely nervous. They were sweating and they were cold at the same time. Sophie felt like she had to vomit. Michael had extreme stomach pain, and Alex felt lightheaded. They were praying to make it through the asteroid field. They almost reached the halfway mark. Only 50% left to go. They were on the perfect track to go through the asteroid field without any incidents. 40% left. 30% left. 20% left. 10% left. It felt like forever to go through the asteroid field. Everything was moving in slow motion. They had 10% left to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. An unexpected asteroid hits the Elevian 4. Michael immediately gets sucked outside. This is the last time the crew ever saw him again. Alex fights his way through and manages to close the hatch. The asteroid hit the engines and propulsion systems used to maneuver the spacecraft. They no longer had control over where the spacecraft was heading. Another asteroid hits them. This time, it hit the power generator. They no longer had light or energy in the Elevian 4. Everything that could go wrong went wrong in just 30 seconds. Without the thrusters and power working, they have no control over the spacecraft and can't see anything either. Even worse, they are now heading full force to the exoplanet. The estimated impact was 2 minutes. Sophie tried to get back control over the spacecraft but failed. All they could do now was wait for impact. The spacecraft was destroyed. Through sheer luck, they both managed to survive the crash. Alex tried to send a signal to Earth, but everything was destroyed. They didn't have any way to communicate with Earth. They were stranded on the exoplanet MK56. The planet looked very similar to Earth. It had lots of nature and what looked like water. But who knows what else was on this planet? They crashed into what looked like a jungle. As they started exploring the planet, they heard weird noises. They couldn't identify what it was. Alex and Sophie never had been this scared. They saw a weird creature. It looked like a giant insect moving toward them. It had shimmering wings that caught the light as it moved. To their luck, the creature didn't notice them. They started moving further into the jungle. They couldn't stop thinking to themselves how beautiful the planet looked. There were trees, grass, and leaves. Everything was gigantic compared to Alex and Sophie. The air was fresh and surprisingly breathable. Alex and Sophie documented everything. They took samples when possible and recorded their observations meticulously. They were pioneers on a frontier not just new to them, but new to all of humanity. Despite the dangers, the potential of MK56 as a new home for human civilization began to take shape in their minds. They couldn't help themselves but wonder, what if humans lived on this planet one day? After all, the planet was perfect for humans. Fresh air, clean water, and probably a huge variety of foods. Alex didn't like the name MK56, so instead he called it Frost, naming it after their lost companion. They found some sort of shelter and decided to spend the next few hours there to plan how they could proceed from here on. It's safe to say that not everything went according to plan. The Olivian 4 is in shambles. Michael lost, and they didn't have a way to go back to Earth. No one knows what happened to Alex and Sophie. To this day, no one on Earth mentions or speaks about Operation Polygon. Maybe Alex and Sophie are destined to die on MK56, but there is a chance that these two humans are the future of humanity.